The drivers, characters, and events in TOECAR are fictional. Nobody was harmed in the filming of this production. Now sit back and enjoy the race.
Welcome to North Texas Speedway, where tonight we start with some somber news. Those of you who saw our race yesterday at Charlotte with the truck series know there was a terrible crash early in the race where Sarah's truck got into the catch fence and then got absolutely stomped by Jeff Gordon in his 24 truck. And unfortunately, Sarah will be resting in cheese. Distant cousin to the rest of the Asiagos, a part of the family after all. We just found that out as soon as we lost her, coincidentally. At least she got to ride the Ferris wheel, pardon me, one last time.
She's dead! She's all dead! It makes so much sense why she pulled Bellagio's plug!
Yeah, we really were wondering why she was in the room in the first place, but, you know, what goes around comes around. Rest in cheese.
Why hasn't anyone asked me if I'm okay about it?
Because you have a second appendix, shut up.
Oh, you wish you had a second appendix, you fucking little shit!
Welcome to the Splint Cup Series, where today we visit North Texas Speedway for 200 laps. Ignore the ticker up top, we'll explain that later. I'm Kyle, I'm here with Mike, Matt, Tristan, and Anthony as always. And guys, this track is absolutely insane.
Yeah, this is something I've never seen before. It's got some extreme banking. It's like just a big old elongated bowl. The pit road, it's outside the racetrack. That's something we don't see usually. I'm very excited to see what we're going to see here tonight. I've never seen anything like this before, and neither of these drivers. But Matt's been yammering about this place all week long. You're really excited, aren't you?
Oh, I am, Mike. This is a classic track from classic Matt-isms back in the day. I used to have a lot of fun watching races happen here, and also like putting on my own like little enduros of who can survive the longest and things like that, as we used to do. I don't really have the words to describe what we're probably going to be seeing tonight, but it's gonna be fun and we're gonna have a good time. Tristan?
Well, fortunately for you, Matt, as somebody that has been a part of those races that you posted here, I have the words for you: chaos. And that's exactly what we're going to see today. We're cramping how many cars here on this track? 42 cars on this very, very short. I don't even know how big this track is. Maybe, I don't know. I'll let you figure
About
it out.
40.
But regardless, something like that. It's a very small track, and we are in for a shit show. What about you, Anthony? What are you expecting?
Oh, I'm just so happy to be here, guys. This is such a unique track from everything we've seen this week. I'm just so sad. Oh my god, I can't believe we with this death again!
Anthony, we move past this.
Notice how the sun is going down, Anthony. The time for morning is over.
Oh my gosh, passing it back to you guys in the booth.
Well, unfortunately, that brings us to, naturally, our injury report. Mike, can we get some updates?
Start of the race was pretty clean, but all hell broke loose on lap 10. Several cars upside down, including Cam Arrow, Kurt and Kyle Busch. Kurt and Kyle was uninjured in that, but Cam Arrow got hit right in the window net by Ron Brownback. The car wasn't able to keep going anyway, but it turns out Cam's wrist was upside down after that. So tonight he's going to have to try to grip the steering wheel with one hand normally, and the other hand's going to have to grip it from the inside of the steering wheel. That's going to be very awkward and dangerous. And then after the crash was over, your just comes flying in at full speed. I don't know what got into that boy. But joke's on him, because he ran into muscular Zaxtrophy, who has a tungsten-reinforced spine, and that just reflected all the energy straight back into Yor's feet. Dr. Basil said it was the equivalent of having 2 anvils dropped on your feet, so that's going to keep him out of the car for an entire week. Zaxtrophy's fine, you know. That surgery did wonders. The one side effect Zaxtrophy did have to go through was on the impact with the 16. His eyes kind of went back into his skull a little bit pretty far. You know, you can toughen him up, but you can't stop physics. The car went from 0 to 100 very quickly. The next big crash was on lap 24. I thought we were going to lose Neil Anderthal on that one, but luckily for him, it only hit the fuel cell, erupted the car in a ball of fire. Which for Neil, that's not that big of a deal, because that is his crew chief after all. But this crew chief was a little bit bigger than he's used to. Ended up singeing his coat a bit, so he elected to take the week off to regrow it. Both Yor and Neil going to be out for a week, and replacing them, the 16 is going to be driven by Elliot Sadness. Welcome back, Elliot. Haven't seen him in quite a while. I know a few people that are going to be particularly happy for his return. And the 81 car of Neil, that's going to be driven by Anthony Von Samsung. Haven't seen him in quite a while either. Running the latest Android OS, so might be quicker than ever. Then there was one more crash in that race that we needed to discuss. Jake Joe and Gudaguchi Asiago both got into the wall and started flipping. Guda, sure enough, kept the Asiago family catch fence curse going for the 4th week in a row. Luckily for her, not a barbed wire catch fence there, but still got pulled around in the car pretty hard. And Dr. Basil said that was an Applebee's type of cheese pull. You know when you pull it and it's just not satisfying? Because Chef Michael Wave didn't do a good job. Now you're probably wondering why it says that she's attempting to race, because, you know, Limburger is back in the 57 tonight. If you haven't seen our Twitter posts, we used the Coney Island medium to communicate with Bellagio's urn because it was rumbling throughout the week and we wanted to know what it was trying to say. But finally it spoke and spilled out the words GG. And the medium says that Bellagio's wishes are that Gudaguchi take over the 70 car instead of Asiago, because Asiago is just mid. So she will be taking over the 70 from here on out, but because of her crash last week, she's going to start the race tonight, but she will be getting out and Asiago will be getting back into the 70 to finish the race. But it will be her car from here on out. And also in the crash that involved her was Jake Joe, and he fared pretty well throughout that tumble until he got down to the apron and it just smashed the greenhouse down. He ducked to avoid getting smashed. Then he had to get towed back around that entire long racetrack while ducking, and that just made his posture terrible from there on out. So he might have to call Ron back and ask for some pointers.
Well, that's just terrible news. Rest in peace, Sarah Asiago. Feel better, everybody else. But unfortunately for them, the show goes on. Fortunately for us. Today in North Texas, we're going to have 8 people competing in round 2 of our TOECAR in-season tournament for the Cup Series. First, our matchup, Preston DeWall versus Let Me Get Into. That's going to go 50-50. These guys are both up front all the time, it seems. So I'm really interested to see which of those 2 people end up finishing up front today. Then, Jackie Said versus David Gutterball. A true David versus Goliath situation. And by Goliath, I mean the absolute massive head trauma that Jackie Said has faced the entirety of her TOECAR career so far. The next one, Brody Easy Mac going up against Wyatt Wilkinson. That's going to be interesting as well. 2 absolute legends in the TOECAR community. And then last but not least, Tristan, it's your former Cup, James I Cup, going up against Tyrese Halifax. Tyrese still trying to get over the symptoms of that humongous Tylenol he had inserted into his stomach.
I hate the pill.
Mike, I can't help but notice these cars look a little different. What's going on?
Well, this week, you know, we figured since it's a short track, we don't need the big old wang on it anymore, so we just have a traditional old short track spoiler. More of a classic old stock car feel to it. And one other thing, because of how this race is going to be formatted, which we'll get to here in just a second, we had to bring in a bunch of backup cars. 4 cars per team, that's incredible. 3 backups, that's a huge load for all these race teams. So to alleviate some of that stress, we made another appointment in the TOECAR headquarters. Harry Glantz has returned, and now he's been appointed to be the head of reproduction here at TOECAR, in charge of coordinating all the backup strategies and getting all the cars to the racetrack with all the different haulers. So thank you to Harry Glantz for all the help there. But the reason we need all these backup cars, Kyle, you want to talk about this format?
I certainly do, Mike. So tonight's going to be formatted a little bit differently. Unfortunately, as some of you may have seen on the social media pages all week long, we've been going through the absolute ringer. Those of you who also watch our Truck Series race know we got outbid by somebody else for Ear Splitter. They wanted to host a private birthday party, and then, according to Anthony, nobody showed up. So that's tragic for whoever spent all that money.
Why would they?
I mean, fair. Nobody else did. Why would they? However, we had to spend every last dollar and cent we had to our name to get our trucks to Charlotte just so we had a race to give you yesterday. So unfortunately, we couldn't afford to pay any of our officials. There's nobody actually at the track except us in the booth. Pennant Waves isn't even here. That's just a standee. That is literally a fan that got a lucky seat upgrade. Now he's just watching the race from the flag stand. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to throw cautions today. So instead, we figured the most fair way to go about business, we're going to have ourselves 4 quarters. This, of course, came as a suggestion from Adam Bronzer, commissioner of the TBA, and we're going to follow his lead. If they can do it in basketball, they can do it in stock car racing. So the way it's going to work is pretty simple. 4 quarters of equal length. They're all going to be 50 laps. Hence the backup cars. God forbid you crash in all 3 quarters. Don't worry. You're going to get a chance to roll out a brand new car, and you're going to start on the lead lap. The only catch, after each quarter, we're going to invert the field. By how many cars, you ask? Well, it depends on how many finish on the lead lap. If the top 20 all finish on the lead lap, for example, we're going to flip as many as the randomizer tells us between numbers 1 and 20. If 25 cars, it'll be the same thing in that situation. We would randomize a number between 1 and 25.
But don't fear. If your driver ends up going a lap down in any of these quarters, they will be getting their laps back at the start of the next quarter. That's the least we can do, given the situation that we're put in with, a lack of funds.
I have no idea what's going on.
If you don't or understand it all the way now, don't worry. As soon as we do it once, I'm sure it'll make a little more sense. But for now, we got to get things underway. So let's go through today's Ryan Blaney Chipotle Lifestyle Bowl starting grid.
Okay, Anthony, come on. Come on, pull it together. Lock in. Lock the fuck in. All
Just
right,
fucking
starting
say it
first.
already before I say it.
Fuck you, Tristan. Starting first, and we have the Cadillac of the 11 of Preston DeWall, and on his outside, we are out of this Stone Age and into the fucking Phone Age. It's Anthony Von Samsung on the outside. Welcome back to TOECAR, buddy. In third, we have the 97 of Massive Chris, and everyone's favorite dickhead in the series. It's Brad Oman. Starting
I hate that guy.
Oh god, I'm pissed, man. I'm just thinking about Brad Oman. I'm less pissed because I get to talk about Shaquille Oatmeal, Daytona's winner, starting 5th. A good start for him. And back in the 57 car. Welcome back from injury, Limburger Asiago. Whew. Anyway, so yeah, starting in like 7th, it's gonna be Arkansas Jones. Hopefully nothing splits this time. Welcome back in our car, by the way. And in 8th, we got Jake Joe. Starting 9th, it is the 71. And in 10th, it's Kyle and Kurt Busch. Oh, fuck, it was Kurt and Kyle Busch. Fuck, I'm such an idiot. God.
Well, all right then.
He's going through something.
He's really going through something. But that ain't gonna dampen the show because starting in 11th, we got Ron Roundback in the 31 car, and then to his outside, it's Let Me Get In Ya. Starting 13th is everyone's favorite daddy, Tatuma Sato, and to his outside is Joplin Moore. Kicking things off 15th, it's going to be the 99 of Andrew, and then to his outside, Muscular Zextrophy. Starting 17th, the most dominant man in TOECAR, riding along with a alpaca of some sort in that car, it is Zach Outback. And to his outside, the 51 of Cease and Desist. Starting 19th, it's going to be the 34 of Steel Park, who's had some pretty heavy accidents as of late. Let's try to keep all 4 wheels on the ground this week. And then to his outside, one of everyone's favorites, Scubs.
Good. Love Scubs. Behind Scubs, though, starting 21st, it's going to be Weed Trimmer in that 33 car. And on his outside, it's the Colonel, Caleb Rose, in the KFC machine. Coming up next, it's the most concussed woman in all of motorsports. It's Jackie Said. Hopefully she doesn't add any to that roster. We're not going very fast tonight, so it'd be hard for her to manage that. And on her outside, it's Willie Studs in the 17. Finally getting used to that paint scheme. In the next row, it's Dale Bernhardt in that 88 Tums machine. More like Dale Bernfart. Hasn't done shit this season. Fuck that guy. On his outside, though, it's the number 70. Gucci Asiaga will be starting this car, as it is her car, but she's, not feeling the best. So she will be getting out at some point, and maybe after the first quarter would probably make the most sense for her to get out, and Asiago will hop his ass in that vehicle. Speaking of ass, in the next row, it's Chunk Charles Wagon in that 23 car. And on his outside, Fearless Fred Bush, which, nothing to fear here. Just gotta make some laps. Rounding out the top 30, we will have Tyrese Halifax in that 24 car, part of our in-season tournament and starting way back here, as well as some others. I could see David Gutterball back there. But on his outside, it's Ali Alakainen in the Nokia machine.
31st, David Gutterball, Homestead winner, having a great season so far, wants to keep it up here today at the halfway point. To his outside, Raymond Hans in the 03. Then behind them in the 90, we got Kobe Keith, and to his outside, the 43 of Mario Zandretti with his AO1C levels better than ever. In the next row, the 77 of Giuseppe Gabaguli, and on his outside, the 16, this week's going to be driven by Elliott Sadness, filling in for York.
Elliott Sadness lover.
Behind them, last week's winner, Wyatt Wilkinson in the 9 car. And then Cam Arrow had a terrible tumble last week, wants to turn around here today. And then rounding out the 30s, we got the 10, Cheesy, back in the car this week after his chunking back at Auto Club. And then Pris Call in the 3 car.
And our final row today, it's going to be the 48 of Brody Easy Mac, and alongside him, the 91 of James Icup. And these two are going to be trying their absolute hardest to stay on the lead lap. Going to have a challenge ahead of them starting dead last. That being said, let's go to Jason Payson with today's command.
Driver, start your engines.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ. Okay.
That was so loud. Startled me. Can you believe this? What Jason Payson's doing to us?
Just yelling
Wow.
about fucking nonsense, dude.
I never
Give
got
him
that
the
loud
Michael
before.
Here we go. They start quick, guys.
My ears are
He
too
knows-
sensitive for that.
He knows he's not
okay,
getting
Anthony?
paid today. That's the thing. Not that he gets paid any other day.
Pulling off
Anyway.
the track already.
Another day, another
Oh, we're
Rocky.
green.
We're green.
Boogie!
We go green quick here. I also
Boogers.
see them sliding a little bit and
I
getting
wanna
up
get-
into each other.
I want to get this out of the way early, by the way. We know there's going to be crashes, but there's not going to be cautions. So that means after each quarter, we're going to go look back at everything we saw. If we see it live, great. If we don't, we'll get back to it. Right now, though, The mission of every driver in this field is to stay on the lead lap and gain some track position. Wow, Ron Roundback and Tuma almost got into it.
Sitting up here on the stands with nobody.
This has to be the loudest racetrack I've ever been at, guys. You could just hear these things roaring around this place.
Wait, there is people. Why can't
my
we
God,
see
they're
them from
invisible.
the grandstand view?
I have no idea what's going on, guys.
Yeah, Matt, down here on pit road, sorry for my moody behavior. Something feels like it's just been playing fucking violin with my intestines. If you move to a specific angle, that people do look translucent. It is very peculiar. I don't know what kind of free t-shirts they handed out here at the track, but it might have something to do with that. Back to you guys.
Shirts are
Very
made out of
North
mirrors
Texas.
or something. I don't know. All you're seeing is racetrack. And
all you're seeing is Preston DeWall leading this thing. Anthony on Samsung, not too far behind, but here comes the lap traffic. Now,
And
if
these are
these
the
guys
first of
get
the
together,
victims.
he's just gonna have to get through it. Like, you know, we're not throwing yellows for crashes, so
and
he's gonna have to fight his way through.
Almost more importantly, everybody has to fight for their lap. You cannot go a lap down. If you go a lap down, there's no chance you get inverted to the front. You have to finish on the lead lap. Call looks like he's going to lose a lap first, but everybody that this 11 car catches is going to be fighting for their fucking life every time.
They're somewhere. They're over in 1 and 2 over there. You can see the red car. He leads, but the
There he is.
blue car is coming, and so is Massive Chris. He's right there.
That's what happens when you get in this lap traffic, Matt. They start running each other down. Look at Kobe Keith get into Preston, our leader.
Gravitational pull really assisting Massive Chris here today.
I'm getting dizzy.
I'm having a grand old time here, guys.
Yeah, they make
Whoa.
corners. Look, it's Elliott Sadness. in the
Mike,
16.
I've been dizzy for days. This isn't helping at all.
Did you put the Ferris wheel in turbo?
Oh, God, maybe. Oh, God, did we leave Sarah up there? No.
Hey guys,
No,
we got
we
a battle
didn't.
for the lead. Look at this, Anthony on Samsung in his first race in God knows how long. He's taking the
Yeah,
lead here.
he just led a lap.
By a very
him.
small margin, he certainly did. And he's
You
going
know-
to be tough to pass, I think. He's been keeping up with this 11 the entire time, and he's getting through this traffic way better.
They're feeling the pressure up ahead. I see Cheesy. He just moved James Icup up the track.
Oh,
Nope, we're up top.
We said it on the pace lap, guys. These
Oh.
guys are going to have to do everything possible to stay up there. We talked about specifically James Icup, who started last today, and so far he's actually passed about 4 or 5 cars.
it's a season 1 reunion up there as Von Samsung gets around Sadness, even though that's a lap down car now. Unfortunate.
Plenty to be
Where is
sad about.
Andretti?
Yeah, I'll tell you something.
Massive
to be
Chris
sad
still there,
about.
though.
Master Chris is actually running him
God,
down.
Look, goes
Oh,
around.
gets turned. Brad
Brad
Owen's
Owen.
in it.
Andrew.
Andrew.
They stay green here.
They certainly do. Oh, the 29 was in the hole behind that.
And you know, this is where things are going to start getting interesting because these cars are not going to slow down for these wrecks because
they're
it's going to be
Wide.
constant
Yep,
green
four wide
flag
in the corner.
conditions, and you're going to have
Tyrese
cars running
ripping.
into cars.
To your point, Tristan, that's the most challenging part by far because you got to think this is such a small track. If you get spun, there's a good chance that you can pass the wreck and catch back up to it.
Well, you have had some
Oh,
track
I know,
blockers
trouble in the
in
front
adventure in the
stretch.
past.
Someone blew.
Yep.
Oh,
Guys,
God,
there's a
Brad
pile
Owen.
up over here.
Brad Omen.
Brad Omen has a
The
problem.
hell?
Oh, they're wrecking in turn 2 now.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah,
goodness.
they're all looking
Oh.
at Brad Owen,
Oh, they're
pointing and
wrecking
laughing as
everywhere.
they go by.
Kurt and Kyle spun around. Look at him.
You
He's
guys-
getting it.
Oh, more than
Oh,
four.
there's a lot going on here, guys.
They keep
Remember,
it straight for now.
Cheesy got spun out again. Now merging, hot merge in front of Kobe Keith.
Oh,
Hard in the wall.
He just threw him in the wall.
That was uncalled for.
Oh my God. Guys, it's getting chaotic here halfway through quarter 1.
Man.
Oh, Massive Chris leads, by the way. Somewhere.
certainly does.
There he
He's
is.
right there. On the high side, that's not going to be good, though. He's not in the preferred groove.
And that's something that's going to happen very like throughout the evening. We're going to miss a lot of things that happen up in the front because of all these wrecks.
Oh, God, he's getting into Gabagooli.
jeez.
He certainly is. That 81, though, look, don't look at how he's catching him very quick. What a run for Von Samsung.
Been a long
And,
time
you know-
since he's been in the car. Last time we saw him was at Pyongyang, and he cracked his screen, turned into a Galaxy Z Fold, but he got straightened out, ironed out, and man, he knows how to drive again.
He still does have that crease, but I think he'll be all right.
This was one of the drivers that I had high hopes for back in season 1, and you know things just never clicked with him. So the fact that he's doing so well today, it is refreshing to see.
Also, I want to give a quick call to that 77. Giuseppe Gabagooli was getting put a lap down. He passed back by. That could save his race if he inverts to the front.
That's true.
Sure
How
can.
many cars we got in the lead lap right now?
24.
24.
lot.
Okay.
So, and You also have to think, too, another point of view. If you're the leader, if you're Massive Chris right now, it's in your best interest to lap everybody possible. Because then even if the field flips at all, you're not going to go as far back.
Absolutely.
That's very true.
Yeah,
They're
guys,
onto
and
it right now.
guys, real quick, talking about strategy, there is a bit of a strategy with how to run this race. The bottom is concrete. It's going to be ripping up those tires. I'm curious if the grip is going to hold on as we see the 81 in trouble and 10 hitting him.
Happy.
Peasy was
Not happy.
furious about that. Wow.
He's been
Oh my
getting
goodness.
bullied this whole race.
Well, what did Anthony Von Samsung do?
Oh, God,
I don't
Oh, is that legal?
I think it's legal.
I mean,
I think it's legal in the first quarter.
well, as we said many times, no out of bounds here in TOECAR. If it's paved, you can drive it. If it's not, you can try. And he certainly is.
David
I
Gutterball's still
guess.
clean up here.
Trying to remain on the lead lap. He will get his lap back, but he has no chance to invert to the front for the second quarter if he goes a lap down. So
Yeah, and there's Massive Chris catching him rapidly, going around Mario Andretti in that 43. But I mean, we just saw before with Brad Oman. I'm not sure what happened to him. I think he's out of the race for now. But something like that can just cause the entire field to check up. You really never know if you're safe until things actually get across the finish line. Because look at this fucking mess. This is right in front of the leader. You usually never see that at TOECAR. Look at this track. Absolutely nowhere is safe. First to last, everybody's in a precarious position.
maybe up on that stand over there, you could be safe. I don't know.
Limburger looks like he's having fun on his return back here, going 3 wide as much as he can. Come back here, bitch. Where you at?
Guys, where's the least safe part of this track? I want to walk on it.
Is there a Ferris wheel route?
I
don't
hope
think
not.
so.
Unless
It
the
is a bit of a
Cheddarcopter-
carnival, but
The Cheddarcopter might have picked the one up from Charlotte and brought it over. I don't know. That's a pretty long flight or something like that.
I'm banned from the Cheddarcopter after last night.
You've had a bad season with helicopters anyway.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, Mario Andretti, by the way, has gotten back by Massive Chris. That could save his race, too.
Yeah, he's holding on. He's holding on strong, too.
This is how important this is. Because obviously, there's always a chance the number's like 2 or 3. And then we only flip a couple people in the field. But if you're lucky enough to... I think Mario's in probably like 25th right now. If you're lucky enough to have the number 25 come up, you can go from running essentially on the tail end of the lead lap all the way to the lead. And once you have track position, who knows what's possible.
yeah.
You were definitely going to be flipping cars here tonight.
Flipping
I mean-
field, flipping cars,
Oh, so
flipping
did
out.
Blo-
Oh,
burn
yeah,
fart.
see? Burn fart. Blows up.
The engine should not be under immense stress here. He's gonna just fucking stop, isn't he?
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
God.
Look out. No yellows. This is going to be dangerous, guys.
I just hope he stays in the car.
Oh!
Oh, Mario's in it. We just
no.
talked
Oh,
about
no,
it.
that
Oh.
is easy, Chris. Easy, man.
That's
My
Chris,
bad.
our leader. Our leader was involved.
He's just getting going now. Who's in the
Oh,
lead?
God, they're all squeezing.
Oh,
Oh, they're wrecking.
All right.
Oh,
there you
Who's
go.
getting- We
Giuseppe.
said it could happen.
It looks like Von Samsung.
Gouda was involved.
Yeah, she was. Oh, another wreck.
Oh, God.
Oh,
He almost went over.
Raymond
He might
Hodge,
get
get out of
killed.
the way. He almost
God.
cease and desisted his life right there.
Oh, we have another
Oh
green
my
check.
goodness.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
Wow, look at this.
Jake,
No,
oh
Limburger.
shit, Limburger.
Oh,
Big
not
lick
a
in
happy
the outside
return.
wall. He's gonna have to gather it up.
Tristan, the wall's wrecked.
Oh, my God.
Fuck's
That was our
bleeding?
pole sitter.
Where? Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh,
Halifax.
Tyrese Halifax is stopped.
Daddy.
And James Lightcup's
Oh,
getting
there goes-
turned.
Oh, Daddy.
Oh, there goes Daddy. Upside down.
And he's
Oh,
still
got
going.
be all right.
overridden.
I think
the fuck's
he's mostly
leading?
calming down. It's the 97 again somehow.
How the fuck did Massive Chris take lead back?
And where
White
did the
flag.
other go?
Oh, first call blown up.
And Mario, that 91, he
God.
could be fighting for his lap back. This could save the 91's race. Is he going to get there first? No.
Damn.
Holy
As the
shit.
rest of the field races back. Mike, how
Oh,
many are going to finish
yeah.
on the lead
David
lap here?
Gutterball, dude.
Wow, 15 finally. Wow.
All right, so for those who are still a little confused, 15 cars to finish quarter one on the lead lap. Oh, as we see here, the mandatory mid-quarter, or in-between quarter, pardon me, autograph session on the front stretch. We spare no expense for the fans here at TOECAR. They're all going to get to see all their favorite drivers, at least the ones that aren't going to get in a fight here. But
Oh,
anyway,
and they're already
Just waiting
shoving.
for me to get autographs, please.
they are heated. That shows you the tensions in quarter one here today. It's been a heated game. But either way, the top 15 all finished on the lead lap. That's pretty simple. Basically, we're going to go to a randomizer. We're going to get a random number between 1 and 15, and whatever number comes up, we're going to invert that many people. As we see here, some of the first quarter highlights, or lowlights in this case, we're trying to figure out what happened to Brad Oman. It looks like, something must have just broken the car. And
Why
everybody's
did
like
they slow
concerned.
down?
I think they were afraid he was going to lose control. They all kind of stopped to avoid him. And it's just kind of a never-ending cycle because more cars just keep catching them and having to slow down. And you get this effect where people start running into each other. The 43 gets hit, the 21 gets turned. Eventually, they all finally get going. Pardon me, but it did not come without consequence because we see the 21. He's going to get hit a couple more times pretty much here. And Brad's just going to go into the pits with his broken car.
Yeah, guys, it looks like Brad was actually trying to taunt them and was starting to flip them off. So potentially that pissed off the other drivers. They want to slow down and teach them a lesson, which, you know, rubbernecking is never the correct move in anything, especially TOECAR.
See,
And he's
Priscall
gonna-
got into the 10 car there, got him spun around, and he just tries to re-merge, but it comes up right in front of Kobe Keefe and shoves him out into the concrete.
Hard in the wall.
Just bullied him. And then here
For no
comes
reason.
more vehicles.
Here's our here's some more low lights, if you want to call it. Dale Earnhardt blowing up here. Obviously not how he wanted things to go, but obviously had no way of getting back to the pits.
Oh,
And he just kind of came to a complete stop, and
here comes
apparently
Brody. Bang.
Brody did not get the message, not get the memo at all. And that
There's
just
the leader
caused,
at the time.
yeah,
Massive Chris
caused the
involved.
stack up.
But somehow,
somehow
some
got
way,
the lead
something
back.
happens to 81. Obviously, all this is happening back here.
Oh.
But something occurred with the 81 of Anthony Von Samsung.
I think
him
he
up
was
there?
just the only
No.
person to get past this part over here. I think they got caught up similar to what happened with the 4 earlier. And then once you get this kind of a stop effect, everybody just starts running each other over. We see here a bunch of positions changing hand. They're like 25 wide.
Oh. More calamity.
We trim involved. A lot of people involved. There's going to be very few cars that leave this track without damage this week, guys.
Well, here's what happened to the 81. Apparently, he just
Yeah.
kind of got
He
halted.
just gets stuck. And at some point, there's Massive
Massive
Chris
Right
Chris,
there.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. Okay.
So they were side by side for the lead here. He's going to dive 3 wide under Kobe. Just couldn't quite get there. They're still trying to get caught up off this corner.
Oh, and he-
okay.
Yep. Massive Chris had the lane on the bottom, and that's all she wrote for Anthony's hopes on winning first quarter.
And that's what makes this race so chaotic, guys. Oh, man, another wreck.
Oh, and there's more. Oh,
Let's take a look at what happened to Daddy over here. They're just going 25 wide in front of him. You see the 57 Limburg getting thrown into the outside wall. Welcome back, Limburg. And he's
Oh,
just trying
God.
to weave through all this shit. But then they're stopped up there. Then Lemmy just takes him out. He gets spun around. And then James Icup gets into him. Jackie said.
concussion.
And sure enough, Andrew gets him turned over.
What a
couldn't even-
peaceful little roll.
Couldn't even make it out of a tiny-ass little track without turning the car over here tonight.
That might
true.
not even be a junked car, though, guys. It looks like it's almost full speed still.
Nah, he's driving good.
Well, with the first quarter done, it's time to see how many cars are going to get inverted for the next one. As Kyle said, we're going to use a random... Kyle, this is my chair. Kyle, whoa!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our first invert of the day. And the way this is going to work is pretty simple. If you've watched local short track racing at all, you probably know where I'm going with this. Basically, we're going to use this randomizer you see on screen with the generate button and so on to pick a spot in the field for everybody to get inverted. As you see right now on screen, it says number 2. That's the number it gave me when I loaded the website. Let's say I click the button and that's what it ends up being. The person in second, who was of course Shaquille Oatmeal, would cycle to the lead. Massive Chris would fall back to second. Hypothetically, let's say it was 10th. In that case, the 10th place finisher of the first quarter, Preston the Wall, would become the leader. Massive Chris would go back to 10th. 9th, which was Muscular Jack, would go to second. Shaquille O'Neal, who was second, would go to 9th. So on and so forth. I think that makes it pretty clear. If not, just wait until the second quarter starts and you'll see what I mean. One other thing of note, this only applies to people who finish on the lead lap. So if you finish outside of the lead lap in any of the quarters, you will get your laps back for the next quarters, but it's impossible for you to cycle to the lead. That's kind of your punishment for not finishing on the lead lap, and it's also a reward for the leaders for putting people laps down. So in this particular quarter, the first quarter today, we had 15 finishers on the lead lap, which means that'll be our range we can randomize between. So first through 15. Of course, you see 1 is an option. If number 1 comes up, that means nobody swaps. If 15 comes up, that's the worst possible outcome for Massive Chris in this particular situation. But let's see who it's going to be. 9. So that means, looking at our results here, sorry, let me pull them up. Muscular Atrophy going to be on pole for second quarter. Second place will be Arkansas Jones in our Plat 55 car. Of course, Willie Studd's third. Let me get in your fourth, so on and so forth. Massive Chris going to have to start all the way in P9, but he's been fast today. Can he get back to the lead? I guess we'll find out together, guys. Well, as you just saw, guys, we're going to invert the top 9. That puts that one car, Muscular Zachary, in the front here for the second quarter. The 97, however, he's going to be starting way back in 9th. I know it's not too far back, but here you really don't want to sacrifice any track position at all. And just imagine how mad that 11 team is. They were one spot away.
Yeah, that's tough.
Well,
still in it, though. In it to win it, in it to win it. Oh, yeah.
let's get the second quarter underway.
Let's get on the go, boys!
Big ups to Arkansas Jones as well. Obviously, we'll be restarting in second with that invert, so we'll see if he can hold on to it.
We're not getting
we're
4
green.
boggies today. We're just going green.
Yep, we're just restarting. Back to it. Hawk to
Oh,
it.
Oh my god.
Neil Andrew.
Anthony.
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, Anthony von Samsung.
Just turned immediately.
And we're full
What?
already.
That for him.
Oh, right, yeah, the other guy that has my name. How dare he have my name?
That was
Von
fucking
Sammy.
diabolical. We were 1 corner in.
They're still side by side for the lead.
And they're already catching the back of the field because of that.
Oh man, that
Steve.
camera got blown over.
Yeah,
Look at
someone moved
Arkansas
it.
Jones. See how good he can be when it's not split.
Yeah,
Do we
keep
have
it together.
confirmation?
Yeah, Kyle, I was talking to him before the race. He says no longer split, but Dr. Steve Basil says if I get into any more serious impacts,
Oh,
it
Scott!
could
Oh,
re-split.
speaking of, Stubbs is good. He got back
Alright.
pointed forward. Everything's all right, but he's about to go a lap down. To
Yeah,
Arkansas
but to go
Jones.
back to your point, Anthony, the last thing you want is a permanent split. That just is not a good.
Yeah, you know, a 7-10 split, a permanent split, those are splits you just don't want to have. He wants more of like a banana split type situation. You know what I mean?
On that. I don't
Yeah.
think that's it.
Sounds
Didn't even consider
delicious.
that part, yeah. Nonetheless, though, these guys right behind the leader, we saw many people fight back and get their lap back in the first quarter.
Whoa!
Wow.
What is our
Twisted.
camera guy doing today?
Turning. Rearranging cameras.
The 55 looks like he's trying to put David Gutterball a lap down. I hate to see this.
Oh,
no!
no!
Oh, shit! Into the leader. Oh, God!
Amazing.
Almost came back up the track into people. David's gonna get it gathered up.
Oh, I would be fuming if I was Arkansas Jones right now.
Gosh
And
dang.
He just got used up. He knew he had to stay on the lead lap, and he just fucking sent him into him.
That gives it to Joplin Moore now, followed by Muscular's Extrophy. And the 55 still in P3.
Also, I hate to say it, that 97 hasn't picked up a single position. Still scored in 9th right now.
And guys, Arkansas Jones just came over the radio and said, I'm gonna fucking split him. Back to you.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no. Hopefully not Scubs. It's not Scubs.
Like I said, the last thing you want out here is a permanent
Oh.
split, guys.
Bit of
Oh,
a pile
trouble
up on the
with
that. Stop
backstretch.
him back
Ron
here.
Roundback's just sitting there.
Oh, he blew up. That's the problem. It's
He
just
blew
like
up.
the 88.
Yep.
Oh, and
Raymond Hans is
furious.
confused.
Oh, Daddy,
Oh,
get
and
around.
Tatuma's getting hit again.
Oh, I
Oh,
think we're gonna
God.
be okay. They're like 80 wide. Never mind.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
I blew up.
Mom, I blew up.
There's no way.
Oh,
no!
Von Samsung again.
Anthony Von
Samsung
Samsung again.
Got pointed
Gets
for
pointed
it.
back.
That's
Second quarter
Asiago in
is
the
not
70, by
going
the
well.
way.
Yeah, Asiago
yeah.
now in this vehicle. Forgot to touch on that. I
Thank
don't know where they're running.
goodness, because Gouda would not want all those impacts after last week's big wreck. Or 2 weeks ago, pardon me.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, she had enough of the first
Trimmer.
quarter.
Oh, Trimmer.
He got his
Oh.
weeds trimmed.
More
And we
trouble
have
up here. Oh, Von Samsung now trying to get in the pits. Oh, fuck
They
off,
get-
Jason.
They get so scared by cars up there. I wonder what they're afraid is going to happen.
You never
Oh,
know.
the 97.
Oh,
shit.
no.
Oh my god, Willie Stubbs just got
The
fucking
leader.
plowed by
The
Brad
leader.
Oman.
Oh, Brad
Oh,
Oman
Brad
turned
Oman
over.
upside out. Let's go.
Oh,
Love to see
no.
that.
Come on,
We're
Willie.
still wadding them up.
Oh.
I think
Guys,
he's-
the crew chiefs
Let
are
him go.
saying just keep your fucking foot in it. I don't know why they're stopping so often.
Oh my god, and it's happening again. I think
Oh.
Shaquille Oatmeal's trapped. Oh, and
Swanson
so-
so-
blocking the
doing?
track down there.
this is
Some
getting
more
out of hand
trouble.
early.
Oh, God,
55.
Joe. And Gutterball.
Oh,
as
my
well.
goodness.
Leader too. Oh, that was close.
Guys,
Muscular
Meta World
Jackson
Peace
went
just
from
can't-
front to worst.
Oh, more.
Meta World Peace came over the radio. He actually just threw his radio on the ground because of Shaquille Oatmeal stopping. They're getting pissed down here on pit road.
Oh,
Oh,
Plenty to be pissed about. Kobe Keith now gets turned in the outside wall. Brad Oman, I believe, the motor.
oh,
finally.
Gutterball.
Oh my gosh.
David can't get it back going.
So I think it's worth
Oh,
noting
hell.
there's a lot of things happening, and if we don't get to all the replays, I hope you can understand.
They won't.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Alright, he missed it. Thank god. Well,
Let
he's in
me
the
get in the
pits.
pit road.
We'll make these available first to download before the rest of the runs from the season.
They're.
No,
think,
Curtin!
Oh, Curtin Kyle.
Oh,
getting
no,
the leader.
second place.
Arkansas.
Oh yeah, he was second
Yeah,
place.
Preston
Preston
did take the
DeWall
lead.
has taken the lead. Guys, not a
I
lot
like
of cars left on the lead lap
Where
right
is
now.
he?
Yeah, that's only
Somewhere.
5 cars on the lead lap now.
There he is.
He says Arkansas came over the radio and said, guys, it's unzipping.
Oh
Uh-oh.
no.
No,
Oh, and somebody else is in the wall. That's Curtin
you
Kyle.
better not unzip in my car.
He's
What is he
sliding
doing?
towards the
No,
track. Let me,
whoa!
oh!
What
Lemmy
happened?
hits him
Lemmy.
before he can tow.
He hit the reset
Find a
button.
portal.
The portals, they're back.
Oh no, he might be an ear splitter now.
Oh no.
We'll have to check.
He would be an
Third
ear
quarter.
splitter.
Just past halfway in this quarter, and Preston DeWall, out of all the chaos that we've seen, is your current leader. He's got about a 7-second lead, roughly, give or take. So he's got a
And
nice
Brody
little buffer.
Easy Mac, who plowed into the stopped car of who was it? Someone blew up last race. Whoever it was. He
Oh.
plowed into him, and it was a big oopsie.
Oh my.
Gotta go.
But right now
Oh.
he's fourth.
He certainly is. That was the battle for the lead lap, by the way. That 43 is trying.
Oh!
Good God.
43 did get it back, I think.
No, he just gave it back because of the stop on the front stretch.
Oh, yeah, you're right. How about Giuseppe Gapaguli, though? There he is.
Oh god.
They're not stopping anymore, dude.
Oh,
let me get in
trim is upside down.
Already back on all fours. He's going essentially full speed again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
This has
lots
been a
going on.
bloodbath.
Where's the 11
Four-
again?
Oh.
We're down to
Now
3
we
people
just-
on the lead lap.
He's right there.
There he is.
Oh god.
Oh, they made that one safe. Kobe
Right
keeping
there.
bits. And there's our leader. And there's
Oh,
fourth
he-
right behind him.
There's
Just
three.
put
There
the
are
17
three
a lap
cars
down.
on the lead lap.
This is exactly
Really?
what you want if you're pressing the wall, because he knows the worst place he could possibly
Christ.
start in the third quarter is third. Where's that 48? There's the 48 right in front of him. That's third place right there. You see him on your screen. Brody Easy Mac. If he gets past, that's a humongous disadvantage. He's going to do everything in his power to stay on this lead lap.
This is honestly the best case scenario for Preston DeWall right now.
Oh yeah, he should restart up front. Oh, someone got turned in turn 1 that time. They're back going. It's whatever.
Because at this moment, the worst he's going to start in the next quarter is going to be third.
And there's the
Yeah.
third place car, and he's running him the fuck down.
Preston DeWall is putting on a clinic here in the second quarter. It must be said.
Very impressed with this man. Not gonna
Gotta
lie.
look at that
He had a rough
spoiler.
season two. He had some ups. He had some downs. More downs than ups, if you ask me. But he's really starting to become a crafty little racer here.
That's 21. They sent him back out there with absolutely no front end. That feels uncalled for. He's not going to finish lead lap.
Breathing good
What-
though.
What
Not
is
rear
Bro
bumper
doing?
either. They're getting data, just in case.
They're testing for the third quarter, Matt.
We know a thing or two about getting data.
Also, I guess he's not an ear splitter.
Huh.
Yeah, no one was. You guys just left me there. Like dickheads.
I mean, we didn't
Your
do
fault.
anything.
Is that why you're so mad?
No, Tristan, I don't really know what's going on. I am
Was it your
having
birthday party?
moody swings.
That nobody showed up to there.
Oh, now I feel bad if that's
Oh.
the case.
No,
I
I mean,
cost us a racetrack.
it's always my fault, guys. I'm sorry.
You're
Also-
damn right.
And it wasn't
That's
even
exactly-
your birthday.
That's exactly what the 48's thinking too. Not about the birthday, about it being his fault, because he's about to lose his fucking lap.
Yep.
Oh.
We're gonna go down to 2 cars on the lead lap. So the front row is just gonna be the front row when we start the third quarter.
Unless something crazy happens, and there are a bunch of cars right in front of the leader. They're not really fighting for anything at this point except position, I guess. So it'll be interesting to see how hard they fight this 11. But what a fucking tear he's been on. This is the
I'd
most
reckon.
dominant anybody's
Now,
ever been.
For shits and giggles, let's try to find where the 55 is on track here. He's somewhere, right?
There he
He's
is.
right
There
there,
he is.
about half a lap behind.
Okay, so I mean, realistically, I don't think, unless there's a wreck, Preston's not going to catch the 55.
No.
So,
He's
if
actually.
I'm Preston, I'm just.
I
Go
think the 48 was just passing him. I think the 48's looking underneath the 11 car right now to get his lap back. He is. Oh no, he's not.
Wow. No?
Yeah, he
About
is.
to be the.
Yeah, he's
About to
almost
be.
there.
Oh man, this
just
is gonna be
one minute
huge.
with
lead.
Preston, just no mistakes here.
This could give him the best possible situation for the third quarter.
Oh, big run.
Oh! I would just
He's
let
gonna
him go.
pin him behind Scubs.
Oh, he's got Chunk up there. That's a wide boy.
That's a white flag right there for Preston.
Is
That's
it?
two, Matt.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's.
you're right.
Yep, guys, I can
No,
see
no.
the white flag.
Now
No,
Not a
you
lot
get
of
it.
time to switch though.
That
He get
hammering
fired
you
from ESPN
hear?
for calling the lap early.
No, they
He
have
got
this here at North Texas. He did get him, Matt. He's gonna finish on a lead
Cleared
lap.
him. Look at that. Oh, go. Okay.
Only
Now he's
time
got
it's
to
out.
finish.
Yeah, that is true. He does have to get across the finish line here. Should be no problem, but then again.
Preston,
right.
of course, gonna pull over.
There you go.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
he said, "Fuck your autograph."
He's coming for me.
Oh, everybody else. still
And
loves the fans.
guys, it's autograph time.
Yeah, get
Yes,
your
sir.
autographs while you can.
Oh, Brad Oman knows he doesn't have any fans. He's driving off. These guys, though, they can't wait to get to the
Jack,
fans.
what are you doing? Drove straight at him.
Slow
I want
motion
them to-
concussion.
I want to sign first. Oh,
Let's see what
man.
happened this quarter, guys.
Well, our first big incident of the second quarter. Got David Gutterball here going 3 wide with big old Chunk there, and Chunk throws him down in the grass, and he just goes rocketing head on into turn 3, and oh my god, Steel Park, yet again, another hard driver side hit.
Scubs can't have shit either. Everyone tries to fish their way through here, but of course, pretty early in the quarter, everyone's still packed up, so it just kind of causes a kerfuffle. And causes all these cars to be in very close quarters as they go back into turn 1 this time. Oh, and there's Scubs
There
getting
goes
hit again.
Scubs.
How about that?
Oh, and he gets
David
plotted with
Gutterball hits
53.
him.
That's what hit him the
Tyrese
first
involved.
time.
Where?
Well, there they are. They're around. There's Tyrese.
Tyrese.
He was in it. He saw it.
Oh, and he's gonna get hit by Ron, I think. Oh.
Wow,
Nope.
real close.
Wow. That's as
Short
close as you can
track
get.
racing.
And then some more incidents with David Gutterball later on. He gets turned into the leader at the time. That's the 55 of Arkansas Jones. And, you know, they kind of just both collect down on the bottom. But then the 55 comes up, almost hooks Joplin Moore, causes a bigger stack up. Ron Roundback getting close to it again. Here comes eventual quarter winner Preston DeWolf snaking his way through there.
That was absolutely diabolical by Cam Arrow. He just wanted to be on the lead lap, and he fucking pinballed them into each other.
Yep. It worked for a while.
Here's this dumbass Ron Roundback. Look what he does here. A potential money shift. Maybe just blew up overheated. Either way, he's in the way. 57 wants nothing to do with it. 16, everyone just kind of stops here, and Zach Outback just hits. Oh, God. It's the 81 of Anthony Von Samsung who ended up making the contact again around there and just stacks them all up.
Kind of shades of Dale Bernhardt in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Except
And
there's
that
nowhere for him to go this time.
and that caused the 81 to blow up, and that's what causes whatever happened in turn 1 here. His
I mean,
car was
Anthony-
smoking that whole time.
Anthony Von Samsung came over the radio after this race and said, guys, I'm very close to a blue screen, which is very unusual for a smartphone. So, you know, hopefully he's going to be okay to finish this thing. But a lot of hard hits, a lot of engine damage, a lot of smoke inhalation. Just not a good race. And there they go, rubbernecking again. Something that I feel like somebody needs to talk to these guys about.
Oh,
I don't want
Yeah,
to.
I feel like we
Someone
need to
got turned.
address that a little more. But that's not
There's the
for
wreck
us
on the
to,
backstretch.
figure out. And
Yeah, this is
Here
all
they go.
one big chain of events.
Yeah, it
There's
never
Brad.
stops.
And I don't think Brad Oman had any damage after flipping. That's crazy.
So we got a little more that we didn't see the first time with Anthony Von Samsung. Obviously, he ran into Ron Roundback. That's what we saw. But what we didn't see here, as we were looking through our footage, he got tagged.
Oh, my goodness.
By Shaquille Oatmeal, and up and over he goes.
Why would he
That's,
do that?
And back down the track into Joe. Into the
That's-
cup.
And you know,
Into Fred.
he's just a pinball at this point, and he's just trying to get back to pit road, and he can't even do that.
No, he's a smartphone, Tristan.
Not too smart. Look,
Dumb phone.
Riding up top, at least staying out of the way.
Until
At least
here.
he's ripping tar.
Yeah, this is where he causes the stack up.
And they can't believe their eyes. They don't know how a smartphone is blown up.
Then a little further up in front of that, they're going 4 wide off the corner again. Ribbon just smash up there. The 2 car. Oh, massive Chris getting in that. Andrew just blocking the track. Oh, and then Jay Joe's still blocking
David
the track.
Gutterball
Throwing David
has
into
had
the
a
wall.
terrible quarter. Unbelievable.
And they're still looking.
And it just keeps happening. That's Massive Chris sitting there. Kobe Keith was around up there. Just a lot going on throughout the entirety of this race. And and there's Kobe Keith getting put in the wall again.
Oh, guys,
And Brad got it.
I'm getting a report right now from Rob Pockets. Evidently, the person that's been standing up there instead of Pennant Waves, they have a JBL speaker right alongside them, and they're just playing the frequency. As soon as you hear it, you go to sleep. So if anybody gets too high on the front stretch there, they're going to hear that, and they're just going to fucking pass out like we've seen many people do already today.
Eddie McBetty soundtrack.
And then another wreck we had earlier today, I'm not sure if we actually got this one on the camera initially. We Trimma trying to get his way through the front stretch here. Oh! Just gets fucking smoked by Kobe Keith in the 55. And this is somebody that's had a few big impacts to start the season already. He can't have liked that very much at all.
Oh. Didn't take too kindly to getting hit like that.
Didn't take him long to go 4 wide again either.
I mean, I guess that's all the crashes. Anthony, what were you saying?
Yeah, guys, honestly, you won't believe who's here at the race today. It's our good friend Claire Pressure. And Claire happened to bring some of her very delicious pink cookies. I had about 6 of them.
Oh.
I can see subtitles.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But I'm calmed down. I feel better. I see sound and hear color. Good God. Life is beautiful, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you what, Anthony. I'm glad that you're going through the beautiful motions of life right now. Why don't you take a breather there for a second?
Drink water.
Drink a lot of water.
What's kicking?
If you're
inside
watching
me?
this video right now, drink water right now!
All right, folks, it is once again time for us to invert some people in the field. And after all that chaos and the dominant performance by Preston, we only have 3 people who finished that quarter on the lead lap. That means the worst he can possibly start for quarter 3, I should say, is 3rd place. So let's adjust these values here. The max is now 3, the min is 1. Let's see how many people we're inverting. 1, which means absolutely nobody. Preston is going to be rewarded for his dominance. Unfortunately for Brody Easymac, he fought so hard to get his lap back, guys. He's still going to start 3rd either way. Welcome back for the 3rd quarter where the thinkable has happened. The 11 retains the lead. Obviously, that was the best possible odds you could really ask for. The only way it could be better if he did lap the 48 and 55. But Preston going to keep his lead. Something I did not expect to see today, quite frankly. Everybody's going to start exactly where they finished the 2nd quarter. 50 more laps of chaos begin now.
And they're back on the lead lap, of course. And they're rolling. Hopefully, like, on the wheels and not over this time.
Yeah, plenty of people did that last time. Jason,
we're
gonna bring it to
green.
the inside. Yes.
Okay,
It's
boom.
true. Oh, wow. Terrible, terrible, terrible restart for Arkansas Jones.
Man, this 11 has been so fucking dominant today. This guy's been unstoppable.
He wants to get ahead of all that
Yeah,
bullshit.
Preston
'cause
DeWall is
that-
just
3
on
wide for
another
second.
level.
It's only a
And
matter of
they
time
were.
before something goes wrong, though.
I must say,
Like
though,
Gene
I'm a
said.
little concerned just because we saw Massive Chris be really good in the first quarter, and he is nowhere to be found right now.
Yeah, he can't make his way back up.
He's all the way
I think
back
I saw
there
him in that
tail
last
end
group
the
of
field.
cars. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he's almost last right now.
Not looking good.
How about the 88 of Dale Bernhardt? We saw him have troubles very early on, and he said on the radio, "They had us in the first half. I ain't gonna lie, but I think we got something to win this race."
Awesome. Yeah, he blew up in the first quarter. So really, really benefiting from the whole everybody gets put back on the lead lap situation. Really nothing to really go for the win for here. You just want to stay on the lead lap. That's really it.
Absolutely.
As long as you're running in the top 10 or so, like, you'd be alright. Of course, once we get to the
Cadillac in
next
your mirror.
quarter.
Intimidating.
Yeah, a
He's
little bit.
fucking flying, too. He's going so quick. It is also worth noting, by the way, these cars all are backup cars, essentially. Anybody who had damage went to a backup. And the crew chiefs themselves, I heard from Cardwar, they're not even watching the race. They're strictly working on the next car for all the drivers, making every adjustment the driver's asking for, hoping the next one's better than the last.
That's right, Kyle. Preston DeWall's crew chief down here, Adam Reckland, said, honestly, man, this is just practice. We're only focused on the main event. I mean, we're just out here talking about practice, man. Practice. Back to you.
Well, if he's just goofing off, I don't want to see what it looks like when he's dominant.
Oh,
They're right.
oh!
Oh, God. Shaquille's
Shaquille
around.
O'Neal. Oh, he was
Jake
on the
Joe
front.
was already turned up there on the flat. And now Shaquille is just, in the way.
Mario.
Oh, Mario Zandri
Oh.
spins because of it.
Mario
They're
got
alright,
Danny.
though.
zero turn technology
I
in
guess
that
they're
thing.
alright, aren't they?
Oh, they're going to be 4 wide, though. Oh, it looks like they'll be all right. And look at that. Massive Chris is the last one on the lead lap right now. We just talked about him before, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, they're wrecking on the
wrecking on the
backstretch,
back.
too.
That our car?
It is our
course,
car.
Brad, who
Oh,
cares?
Brad Omen in the wall. Good.
More like bad driver,
Fucking
Matt.
douchebag.
I think Fred might have just got turned a little too, but it looks like everybody's back pointed the right direction. None of those hits too big, thankfully. So everybody keep on going.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
we're
gonna
just
go
chilling.
regardless.
In North
Oh,
Texas.
And Preston is fucking flying through the field. He's putting cars lap down every single time, basically.
Guys,
He's
look.
on board here.
Limburger's in second. He's
Yeah,
right
he
there.
is. He's running him
How
down
about
too.
that?
What a return for Limburger. This man was
Mhm.
injured the past 2 weeks, got absolutely walloped, healed all the way up, and now he's contending for a win immediately.
Well, he healed all the way up, relatively speaking. He looks a little bit different, and people are going to make fun of him for that. Oh no!
Oh,
Where?
Yeah, there was smoke, but I don't know
Oh,
why.
it was
Oh,
Elliot's
16.
sadness.
We haven't talked about him all day. It looks like he finally got caught up in something. Oh, and somebody's oh, they're rubbernecking again. Oh,
Oh, it's our car. We're trying to pit.
Oh,
that's
Preston
gonna-
the walls in the scrum.
he is.
Argus-
He's just lost a bunch of track position.
Guys, Arkansas
That's
Jones came
spots.
over the radio and said, I'm pit, I'm pit, I'm pit. So he's pitting.
Let me
man.
see. This usually impacts maybe 1 or 2 laps. No, it looks like the 11's gonna keep going.
Oh!
Oh my God!
What is
55
what are you doing?
What are you
He's
doing?
twerking on it.
Oh, dude, we gotta get a camera over there as soon as we can. He's just on the
He's
wall.
up on the wall. How does this happen?
50-50 grind for Arkansas Jones.
He's trying to
That's
split
something
it
we're gonna
on
have
the.
to look at later.
He's trying to split the car.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, that
Limburger
woke
in the
me up a
lead
bit.
right now, though.
Where is he? There he.
Up there.
No. I thought I saw.
There he
Yeah,
is.
there he is. Oh
Look at
man!
that. Oh, we just wrecked Andrew.
I think Andrew just piled in there and wrecked himself. It looked like he was trying.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
no!
Oh, they're all
Fred,
they're all
fearless Fred.
smashed.
Oh, Jason was almost in it. Jeez.
Wyatt
They're gonna keep it
Wilkinson.
going.
Wish he would be. What's
Of
being
course, he's
canceled
already in the
so fucking
playoffs.
much?
Oh, well,
Ooh-wee.
Throughout all of this, Brody Easemack remains in the second position. Dale
he
Bernhardt
might-
is in third.
these guys
Oh,
might start
look at
catching
this.
Limburger too. Yeah, because Gutterball's going for his lap back.
Look, Asiago back there in fourth in that 70 car.
Yeah, he sure is. Finally having a good run.
Big
finally
Asiago
some good
affair.
things happening to this family.
The only bad thing
For
though,
now.
even if he finishes up front, it's not going to count for him. It's going to count for his sister.
That's true. It's her car now. The family decided she's better than Asiago, so she's the driver.
And after all the funerals, they can only pay for one racing career. Pardon me too, because Limburger, and they had to cut costs. And unfortunately, Asiago was in fact the weak link.
Goodbye.
At least we thought so.
But also, hello.
Dale Bernhardt
Dale
looks like he
Bernhardt.
he might be making a move for the lead here. David
I'm
Gutterball
telling
finally
you.
worked his way back around that 57. I think that should put David back on the lead lap, unless
Did
the
not
88
count
gets
this
by him.
88 out.
Oh, he missed that corner though.
I'm not counting anything. I don't know how.
Go ahead.
The computers do that for me.
Yeah. Oh, when are you gonna have a calculator in real life? All the time.
And guys, I'm down here on pit road with the Hat Man. Mr. Hat Man, I don't think I should be giving you $25. Can you come back later, please? Guys, he's taking me into the shadow realm with him. There's almost nothing I can do.
Don't give him my number.
Yeah, I don't want calls from that guy.
That's what we needed. Another entity in TOECAR.
Y'all hear something?
The
I hope
Entity
not.
Cup Series.
Well, David Gutterball's still trying to fight for his lead lap spot. Can we check real quick, Mike, how many people are on the lead lap? It's got to be in the 30s, I want to say. No, not quite. 25, including 53 car. So that's a wide range. If you could actually go from the lead essentially to fucking last almost still, Limburger's got to feel the pressure and want. Ooh, I think that was the
Don't know what that was
96.
all about.
I think Lemmy just locked him up or something. Smoked him.
But that 57, he's got to want to pass some of these cars. Otherwise, the chance of him going to the back is still really fucking high.
Butterball getting back around him for now.
He's hanging on for dear life.
You guys know where to get some good miso ramen?
Walmart.
No? They don't pay
Well,
us.
Tristan says that he's so ramming. I don't know what that means, but at the moment, Limburger needs to start ramming his way through these lapped cars. Look, Massive Chris about to get his lap back.
That he is, Matt. And Dale
Everything
Bernhardt's
could change.
actually. Oh, and Jopp Lamore is running them down too. That's third place position car right there in the 01.
Sure
All these
is.
cars under a blanket.
I bet he knows where to get the ramen.
So was Giuseppe. I didn't realize Giuseppe had climbed his way up. He was in like 10 wrecks in the first quarter.
God, Massive Chris is trying really, really hard. He's going to clear him here. Get back. Oh, just can't stay ahead.
That's going to open the door for Joplin here very shortly.
Oh, yeah.
Joplin might inherit the lead here doing this. Brody
This
Easy Mac
is
followed him
whipping.
through.
Whipping through the corners.
It's actually coming down to it here, and we actually have a genuine battle for the lead.
And this lap traffic is absolutely furious right in front of these guys. You never know what's going to happen here.
Yeah, all the
Oh, let
top
me-
5 are under a
Oh,
blanket
Fred.
Oh,
right now.
Fearless Fred. He looks like he's off the track. I hope that isn't a problem. It won't be. Thank
Nope,
goodness.
he got back.
We'll investigate that after the quarter, of course. Joplin
Chris
Moore
is
going for the
good.
lead. Joplin's going to get there, I think.
Ooh,
Going to lead that
Yeah,
lap.
led that lap.
barely.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
timing
he
it's-
did. Yeah, very close.
I don't trust timing and scoring ever since last season.
I used
Well, he
my
definitely led
eyes.
that lap.
Trust me, I seen it.
Well, they're clicking off laps now.
The
From the
finish
You know,
line.
I
5
will
to go
say-
here.
Oh,
This
God.
has been a mildly more tame quarter compared to what we've seen prior. I mean, you've had your fair share of accidents, don't get me wrong, but
Oh, they don't.
Justin, speak for yourself. That fat man hasn't taken your soul.
Anthony, where are you?
I'm in the shadow realm. Please find my body on pit road.
All right, that will be a post-race problem, I'm afraid, because we have 3 to go. Joplin Moore side by side with that 10, trying to put him a lap down. He doesn't really have any lead lap cars around him. He's just got to drive careful here, honestly.
Yeah, Limburger's
Yep.
starting to fade a bit. He's already getting passed again by the 88 of Bernhardt.
He was driving really
Use up
hard
all
the
them
first half.
ties.
Yep,
He
and
certainly did.
Easy Mac not far behind either. And the 77. Oh, everyone's about to go by him. Hell.
And the
Oh,
3.
no,
no.
we're
What do
stopping.
we got going on here?
Cam
Man,
Arrow.
the arrow. He just stopped in the middle of the track. And is that Giuseppe that just took the lead? It is.
Giuseppe's in the lead.
Oh, no, did
Insane.
this put Chris a lap down?
Oh, he's going to try to hold Cheesy a lap down, too. Who's going to get there first? Cheesy. Oh, and Jake Joe just got fucking smoked on the bottom.
And Giuseppe just won the quarter.
Yeah, just like that. Just snuck
Certainly
right
did.
through.
We got to see how
Kept
many
Brad
people,
Oman a lap down, thank God.
how many people actually finished on the lead lap. Looks like
21.
21. And somehow, I think Scubs must have just got passed, too, by the 10 car, because the 10 was just barely on the lead lap.
Autograph time.
It also
it
is
is.
replay time.
Arkansas Jones here. In the middle of 4 wide, just kind of gets sandwiched together. Turned around by Willie Studs. Obviously, Willie, as well as everybody else knows, you can't just sit there behind slow traffic. You got to keep on going. And I mean, the 55 does keep on going as Brad Oman throws it in the wall because he fucking sucks and he's stupid and I don't like him.
Here comes
And look
Andrew.
at that. Andrew hits him one good time, you know. He deserves everything he gets. Except if they're good. He doesn't deserve those. Those should happen to me.
We talked about him earlier. Elliott Sadden's returning to the series. He's just going to get fucking hooked by Fearless Fred. That was really uncalled for. Nonetheless, they're
It's
going
for
to...
nothing.
It's going to help him
Oh.
benefit a spot, at least. We saw
Causes
the
a
two...
stack up on the track.
Yeah, Jake Joe, Willie Studs both got a little piece of that.
And then something else happens here on the front stretch. I think that's just our car having problems again.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
once they hear that music, it's over. And anybody that was looking at the 55 stop trying to miss him got caught up.
Woke up.
He did. Took a little while.
I don't think it's over here though. I think, yep, this is where he decided to 50-50 grind that wall.
Oh, and then he
Yeah,
hit that... He hit the stanchion there, the big metal thing.
He woke up confused, which is understandable.
He really tried to split that car though.
Right underneath the tower. Oh. Back to his pit stall. Van what?
And a little bit later on, Fearless Fred Bush here. Oh, just gets slammed by Wyatt. That's very unfortunate. You ever been hit by a deer before? They're very heavy. And they're both
Point
gonna
no.
I got the thingies on them.
get
Can't say
battered
I
back
have.
up.
Anthony, what did you see in this wreck?
What?
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's incapacitated at the moment, guys.
On me, I forgot. Sorry.
I mean, you'll have that.
Kyle Pierce here and he's not happy with you.
I'll see him soon.
We have Joplin Moore here was in the lead and gets held up very late in the going by the rubbernecking on the front stretch. It looked like Cam Arrow's just sitting there. Maybe he fell asleep. Oh! A big shove.
It
from
was worth
Asiago.
noting. It's worth noting that was the moment when Giuseppe Gapaguli snuck by. We didn't even see him on the replay. He was that stealth.
Oh!
There's Scubs having a hellacious
And
crash.
Season flipped right before that, too.
And here's cease and desist. Oh, turned hard into the outside wall.
Ooh!
And,
Oh,
jeez, David fucking gutterball.
Oh my god.
Look
was-
at Elliot Sadness. Split the cheeks there to make it through. That's crazy.
Two awful impacts. These guys got to be feeling that one.
And that was the end.
Kyle had to use the bathroom, so I'm going to try to get this one in quick. A lot more cars finished on the lead lap this quarter as opposed to last quarter. So we're going to be setting the random draw, though. Okay. Oh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's once again that time where we have to randomize the field and invert a certain select few. The range this time, because of everybody who finished in the lead lap after that chaotic last 2 laps, we have, what is this going to be, 20 total people all competing to potentially get the invert. So let's adjust these values, and let's see how things shake out. For anybody who missed the start of this, the leader of the end of the third quarter, which in this case, of course, was in fact Giuseppe Gabaguli, could find his way back in 20th. Jackie said who finished 20th could find her way in the lead. Anything in between is also possible too. Let's find out. 7. So that means the person who finished 7th in the third quarter, which in this case was Preston DeWall. Preston's going to get back to the lead. Giuseppe's going to fall back to 7th. Brody Easymack going to be in the front row. Preston Ollie in 3rd. Priskall 4th. Dale Bernhardt 5th. Limburger goes back to 6th. And then, as we said, Giuseppe going to find himself in 7th. Everybody who finished 8th on back is going to remain right where they were. And everybody's going to be back in the lead lap for our 4th quarter to settle things today here at North Texas. Wow. Well, as you just saw, with that last invert, that lucky son of a bitch, Preston, he's going to find his way right back to the lead. Giuseppe in 7th. And this is it. It's go time. 50 laps to decide it all. Aside from leading laps, all the points are on the line right now.
Hey, boys, this is it. This is what it all comes down to. This is...
I just thought we should make picks. Tristan, who you going with?
I'm going to go with Bernhardt.
I'm going to go with Priskall. Matt, who you going with?
Ollie Alakainen.
And Mike?
Oh, this is so easy. Preston DeWall. What are we doing, guys?
We're green.
Anthony, who you
what
going
about
with?
you? Anthony.
Oh, yeah,
Hello?
he's incapacitated. Mike, I was right yesterday. I don't need to be right today.
That's
But look
okay,
at
I'll
that. I
take
could
this.
be right.
Brody Easymack out to a pretty big lead. Wow.
Ollie's hot on his tail. Not really, but he's
After
coming.
plowing into Dale Bernhardt in the, what was it the second or the first?
First quarter.
First quarter?
Oh!
Oh,
Really?
Mario
no.
Andretti. It looks
On
like
the-
he probably got forced in there. We'll see that later.
As long as he didn't hit that wall opening, he should be good to go. We see this pack. They're already 3 and 4 wide all throughout. Right now, every spot matters. You know, if you're fighting for 20, if that's 2-3 points on the line, depending on how many you're battling. Oh, Kern
Oh,
Cosmo!
trouble! Cheesy around again.
Scubs
Yep.
gets a piece, Steel
Oh,
Park,
God.
and here comes
Oh,
the
and they're
is.
piling up.
And it's a collection.
They won't let him go.
Oh, that's gonna
Here
get the
come the
The
leaders.
leaders are here. oh.
Oh,
Actually,
Giuseppe. Giuseppe just
that
lost so
kinda-
many spots.
that kind of worked out for Brody Easymack. He kind of got away from the pack.
Maybe a little bit. He's still got a lot of cars back there chasing after him. 3 wide.
Hit.
3 wide.
Oh, the 11 just got sent. Looks like they're gonna keep it in one piece.
Getting the short end of the stick here. I thought he'd run away with this, but not quite.
Well, that's what Brody Easymack's trying to do. He's out to a pretty big lead over the inverted version of his number, the 84, close behind. And just look at it. These guys are all over the track already.
They want it.
Someone we really
they-
haven't
can
talked
they
a whole
have it?
lot about Ali Alakainen today, so I mean it's good to see him. You know, he's a pissed off driver this season, and he's making it very well known.
That 84 is
Oh, here
running
he
him
is.
down. Ollie's
He's
trying
right
to get to
there.
the lead.
You
Could you
know,
imagine? He's been laying in the weeds all day. If this works out, this is a genius strategy.
can I change my pick to Ollie?
No, I
Because I
picked
think-
Ollie. My pick.
Fine, never mind.
Those are the rules.
God!
But
He's going
nonetheless,
for the lead.
He is.
nonetheless, he's due for one, and he's gonna get one very soon.
Might
so
be
close
today.
to a championship last season in the Trash Series.
And Preston, where you at, my guy? Come on, start getting up. Oh, Mario's already
Ollie-
back out here.
That he is. He's
Ollie
2
took the
laps
lead,
down,
by the
though.
way.
Ollie's hoping for one of those, or pardon me, not Ollie. Mario's hoping for one of those track blocking crashes. Hopefully he can get some spots back. Every point matters here in TOECAR. As we've all seen, there's been TOECAR ties for positions and points every single year, it feels like. That
Yeah.
Pretty
48, that 48 is not out of it, though. He got back to the bottom, and he is hunting down that 84. Look at them getting to the start-finish line right now. I think he's trying to learn what Ollie's doing better than him, and he's going to try to do the same.
Everything, because he's great.
Oh, he missed that corner, though, Matt.
Yeah, he did a little bit.
That's
Can't
gonna
lie.
cost him a little
Can't
time.
lie.
You got a spirited
getting
battle
held
for
up.
third also.
We do. I think that
Bernhardt and
88...
Priskall.
The 88's shown more speed today. Besides blowing an engine in the first quarter, he's been fast pretty much the whole night long. Oh, they're checking up on that high side. I thought Fred was a goner.
I'm a little surprised with Preston.
Oh,
DeWall.
Brody missed that corner real bad.
Sure
He
did.
by a fucking mile.
Oh, just got rooted up out of the groove by muscular Zaxtrophy there.
Muscular's actually trying to get past that 30.
As I was gonna say, I'm a little surprised on the initial start here that Preston DeWall didn't get as much out of the car as he was hoping, because he's been really good tonight, and he just kind of fell back here.
Yeah, the better changes to the other cars than they made to this one, and it's not paying dividends. He's sitting in 4th right now, pretty comfortable in 4th though.
And look at Willie Stutz peeking into the top 5 a little bit here.
Oh yeah, he just got around Pris Call for 5th place.
Good on him.
He was up in the top 5 very briefly earlier, but let's not forget, I think he got wiped out of one of those wrecks and went a lap down. A lot of wrecks today, hard to keep track of who's been in one, but I know for a fact, I'm pretty sure that 84 has not been in very many incidents, if any, at all tonight.
Yeah, probably just some of the collections on the front stretch, looking at whatever's going on underneath the flag stand, which we haven't had that yet in the final quarter here.
And we are about halfway through. We've really had a very clean 4th quarter. I suspect that'll change here at the end as we start to see more and more desperate drivers make dumb moves. We're seeing one right in front of our eyes right here. They're too wide underneath the 3 car. He's getting pushed all the way out of the groove. This is for 7th. That 43 is not even for position. He's just out there for vibes.
Yep, just getting in the way. The Mario Andretti way.
Every lap is practice.
Every lap is a lap, and he's going around the track. Oh!
He almost
Yeah,
got
Pris
turned
Call
again.
upset about it. Yeah, obviously, like, that's totally justified.
He's going to turn his ass. He's trying to get him.
I will say, I am very shocked how calm this race has been compared to the other ones.
You could just
For this
feel,
quarter, I should say.
you could just feel the intensity picking up, though. And we're going to have one of those absolute race-changing crashes pretty soon. I'm almost certain of it.
Ali Alakainen is stretching his lead out. This is one of the largest leads, obviously, except for the second quarter where Preston DeWall was like, yeah. Or no, that was 3rd quarter. That was the last quarter. He just kind of took off, but without any of the accidents happening and the assist of everyone else screwing up, Ollie's just driving away.
Sure is.
It's going to put our car a lap down.
And I will say, the 53 is also fast approaching, and the last time they tried to lap David, it did not go well. So I have to think he's got to be a little concerned once he sees him up in the windshield. A lot of
Just
cars
cruising.
already laps down. You see a bunch of them in between 1st and 2nd place right now. I think Bernhardt's still our 2nd place car, and he's probably about 2 seconds back still. Yeah, almost exactly.
He's
It's
just waiting
amazing.
for his time to capitalize.
Oh, he might have just got one. Ollie just missed that corner, and he's on the top now. He's getting freight trained.
Yeah.
It's
And
not
prior
good.
to that, I was gonna say it's amazing how Ali was able to put together this lead, but he's unless he starts ripping Todd, I don't know if he's really gonna gain much more out of here.
He's not running up high enough to keep that mo going and make it matter. So yeah, he's just bleeding time right now. Oh, Bernhardt's on the top side now too, because Brody Easy Max taking 2nd away from him.
Yeah, a lot of racing back there, but unlike a super speedway, it's not holding them back. 48's making up great time on the 84 up there.
And you know,
it's reeling him in.
Clear.
I hate to say it, earlier we saw it with the 57. He was up front that entire quarter, started burning his tires up, and started losing time hand over fist. I can't help but think the 84 is doing the same. He's almost down to 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, and Limburger also learned. He's back up here in 4th now. Just, you know, picking them off as they come to him, not overdriving it like he did earlier.
Guys,
We
don't
are
look,
at-
it's 1 second.
I was gonna say we are at about 10 laps to go here, and is it too late, or will he actually get there?
We saw
He's got time.
Bit by bit.
the last quarter, we saw an entire parking lot on the front stretch with 2 to go, so anything's possible, Tristan.
Anything is
Brody-
possible, Kyle.
What Brody needs is to get past some of these lap cars. He's going to get past Andrew here, it looks like. That's going to be a big step in the right direction, but he needs to keep that up. That 84 is in
he's
prime
really
position to get
closing the
pinned in.
gap.
Oh, he got to the bottom.
Oh, no, he
but
did
he
it!
can't hold it anymore. The tires, they're not there for him. And there's
Somebody had
crashing going on up ahead.
It was Jackie said.
Oh,
and Brody's getting turned.
Oh!
Damn arrow around.
He had to hold on to it there. Oh, Bernhardt trying to go around the outside. He's
Curtin
getting hit.
Kyle just got doored up into him. This is starting to unfold kind of crazy. That's for second right there. If anything happens to that 84, this is the battle for the lead.
Oh, Brad Oman's coming back out.
No, I don't like that.
Oh gosh. Oh
That's a
gosh.
bad
Just
sign.
swings it onto the racetrack. Brody's
Less
going
than
to
5
get
to go
second,
here.
it looks like.
Certainly is. And that 84 is still not out of the woods. Look at this traffic ahead of him. And look
He's
at the
at least
condition of
on
the
the
brain.
bottom.
The condition of the brain of the woman to his right is also very concerning. She can do anything at any time. Oh.
You're right. Got Jake Joe, who's been in a lot tonight. Oh, he's going to... Ali Alakainen just absolutely put on a clinic right there to clear himself of those lap cars. 2 to go.
Paid the price. Missed the corner, too.
I mean, Easy Mac is coming back, but I think it's a little too late here at this point. Unless there's a wreck.
White flag
White
this
flag.
time.
One more time, Ron Roundback trying to get his lap back. How hard's he going to send it in the corner?
he hit
pushes
him.
him up the track.
But Ali Alakainen is going to win at North Texas.
How
Held
about
on
that?
to it. And you know what? The 48 was on his way again. Couldn't quite get there. Dale Bernhardt, big shout out. That's a great run. Pressed into wall four.
Somebody
Tyrese
must have wrecked on the
Halifax.
last lap.
That was a hard
Tyrese
skid
Halifax
mark.
got 5th, guys.
Hey, guys,
Look at that victory lap.
good on him. And you know, one thing I want to say, unless we missed it, I'm just glad an Asiago didn't go in the fence today.
I don't want
true.
to say that quite yet because we saw some very devastating looking skid marks over in turn 4 there.
Well, let's go take a look.
Taking a look at pretty much our only incident here. This is right towards the end of the race. You know, Kobe Keith just gets in there too hot, slides up into the cup, and puts Steel Park in the wall as well. And this kind of checks everybody up. This is where we thought it was going to possibly affect the leader. He's back there somewhere. But the checkup just kind of like keeps happening. Maybe that was after the race. I don't know. They were side by side right there. Yeah, that was after the race. Yep. And here's Ollie trying to go do his victory lap as everybody's pulling in for the last chance to give some autographs.
Just so proud of Ollie, though. He had a tough season last season, especially the very finish right there. Lost the championship by a centimeter. And this audio, wow, it sounds really weird.
Yeah, it does. But he's back in the Cup Series next season. So, good for him. Very deserving, IMO.
He even wants to sign autographs, too. He's in a better mood, finally.
Yeah.
The audio might sound so weird because of the noise coming out of the front stretch like we were talking about. It's just messing everything up. This is one other thing that happened throughout the race. This is early, lap 1. Mario Zandretti going to be in the middle of 3 wide. You see the 16 there. Elliott Sadness going to hit Ron around the back. And that's how this 43...
Whoa.
Oh, man. Who's that?
Claim the wall.
That's not our official.
That's just some dude with a flag.
Mario Zandretti gets turned into the pit road. That's why he lost those laps earlier, and he keeps on hitting the inside wall just like you saw the 55 doing.
Not on top of it, though. So,
That's
he
got
just
to be
kind of
too many
rips around.
stalls.
Watch
Oh, he's
out, pit
gassing
road.
her up.
Watch out, pit road.
Oh,
Holy hell.
man.
Oh, and he just spins it
Oh.
into the outside wall. He's all confused.
Wreck it in the pit.
You hate to
Just
see
a temper
that.
tantrum.
He just
then he-
flings it back out onto the track.
Oh, there was more shit.
Did he not
Oh.
get penalized for
Oh,
that?
yeah, I forgot about this.
Oh. Yeah, they
Oh, yeah,
kind of
this
had a
did
wad up
happen.
here. How did this happen?
Well, let's take a look at what happened then, eh? It
Okay.
looks like looks like Cheesy. Actually, no. Curtin Kyle Busch got hooked by Muskie Zach, and Cheesy just kind of a innocent bystander there, and this just kind of causes a huge collection here. And you know, we were talking about it. This was the move that won Ollie the race for the most part, because he was the only one of the leaders to, as you see him here come down low, he was the only one of the leaders that didn't really get too affected by this. Yeah, he kind of got a bump in it, but everyone else kind of got checked up, and that was smooth sailing for Ali Alakainen after that.
And a little bit later on, Brad Oman on the bottom of 3 wide here with Scubs and Jackie said they're going to get hooked together, just like all the other crashes on the front stretch here. Then he's going to get thrown up and into the entrance of the pit road. What a great entry there. Got to give him credit where it's due.
Nah.
Kept it off the wall.
And he actually
He
slowed
got
down for
lucky.
pit road.
Oh,
And he's
look, his
taking
pit box
service.
is right there.
What
He just got a
lap.
pack
Oh.
of cigarettes handed through the window. Off and away he goes.
And I
Good
think there
on
was
him.
something else. Yeah, it was Camaro.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
that was the
turned around.
48. That's
48 and
ultimately-
88. Those were the leaders at the well, I guess they were second and third at the time because Ollie was on his way out. So
Hi, Jason.
He didn't do much pacing tonight, Mike.
Well, looking at our results for the day, obviously, Ali Alakainen whooped the field in the fourth quarter. Shout out to him. Brody Easymack, a great showing for the 48 team as well. Dale Bernhardt, third. Preston the Wall, the dominant car of the day, going to finish fourth. Still not too bad, but you got to think he's a little disappointed. Tyrese Halifax, top 5. Limburger Asiago, welcome back, P6. Chris Collins, 7th. Willie Studs, 8th. Jop Lamore showed some real speed today. He got 9th. And last but not least, Wyatt Wilkinson's going to round out our top 10.
Another good run for Chunk Charles Wagon, got 11th today. I don't remember talking about him too much, and as far as Chunk goes, that's another good thing, you know, because usually it's when he's being shown in a replay in a crash. So another good day for him. Giuseppe, another good run up near the front. Scubs up there. Daddy got a top 15 after getting turned over in one of the earlier quarters, you know. So just pretty good night all around for all those guys. Good run for Gouda in the 70 car, even though Asiago was taking over for the last 3 quarters. She did great in the first quarter, and I'm very excited to see what she has for the rest of the season moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I was really excited to see Elliott Sadness back. Not too bad a run there in that 16 car. Not sure if he'll be back next week. We'll see. Arkansas Jones didn't do too good of a job in our car. We'd like to see a higher finish than 20th, but did start the final quarter in 42nd position. So that's 22 spots gained. That's almost a spot every 2 laps. So that's pretty cool.
Also,
Anthony Von Samson. What?
Right down the middle. He also split the field right down the middle.
Split D's, Kyle. Anthony Von Samson got a 24th place finish in his return. Not that great, but, you know, we did see him running up front, having a strong run earlier on. So, you know, it's small gains. It's all about small gains.
Yeah, some of the guys that didn't get the small gains they were looking for, though, you're going to have to look as far back as Muskie Zach had I don't know what happened with him tonight. He just could not get the results he was looking for in any of the quarters. Nothing was clicking with that team. Then all these guys that finished a lap down. It's kind of surprising that we had this little of cars that finished a lap down. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a quick race compared to the other ones, and not as chaotic, I guess you could say. But nonetheless, some of the victims that won a lap down here, Ron Roundback, who just, again, another driver that couldn't get it going tonight. Joe Swanson, he started off the night strong, but it didn't end well, obviously. Not well for any of these guys. Brad Oman, Mario Zandretti, just some guys that just...
The Brothers Bush.
Just a bunch of guys that just are ready to get on out of here, and just glad that it's over. But nonetheless, it'll be another day.
Well, after 200 laps of action tonight, 4 quarters of mayhem, and several failed sports bets by the crowd here tonight, we're going to give a big congratulations to that 84 team, Ali Alakainen. What a race, what a show. So happy to be here in North Texas.
Guys, that's both my picks in 1 week.
That, you know, you're on a great streak.
Gotta say, I am very impressed with Ali Alakainen and what he's been able to do ever since Pyongyang last year. And I've said it multiple times this season, he's had a burr under his saddle, and he got the job done tonight in the best possible fashion he could. So good on him. Came to race.
I'm terrified, guys, because next week is Avis.
Let's go.
So excited.
Hope you guys got your passports ready.
What's that?
Always.
Well,
Yeah, me either.
tune into next week's races. The Truck Series has
Wait. Where's Anthony?
Oh, wait, yeah.
That's a great point. Anthony? You okay?
Face down somewhere on pit road right now.
We're going to have to... Oh, God, we don't even have the doctor anymore.
We're going to have to scoop him up.
We'll find him. Nonetheless, tune into next week for the TOECAR tournament season finales. Final 4 at Texas World for the Truck Series, of course. Final 4 at Avis for the Cup. From the booth here at North Texas to wherever you might be listening to this, thank you and good night.
Whoa.
Anthony!
Tristan.
Guys, where's Anthony?
Have you
I
looked
don't know,
up
look
the
up.
moon?
I don't give a fuck about the moon right now. We gotta find our friend Anthony.